It's week 9 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Bucs and the Saints.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Murray now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Callahan. And it's caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Callahan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Callahan. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
We call that a sack lunch.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Justin Madubuike able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So out come the Bucs now. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 2nd down now, Linton, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 28-yard line.
Off play action. Callahan. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On 3rd down, Linton. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
He was tackled.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st and 10, Callahan. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of 16 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Callahan. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hampton. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Callahan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try the left side. Baxter, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media. You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big connection on that one. 52 yards.
That's the end.
6-0 our score after 1.
Saints nothing.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Callahan. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A throw over the middle, taken in. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, Linton. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Callahan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down now, Linton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Callahan. Pryor has it complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the gun on 3rd down, Callahan. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett.
And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Callahan. He finds his man, complete. It's May. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd down, Callahan. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On second down, Linton shedding through the defense, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Callahan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Looking to throw. Callahan. He's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. A 10-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He did his best to just get 4 onto that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callahan. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down. Callahan. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the 2nd half of the season. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Browns who have the lead late in the 1st half. The Browns seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And that game all tied up as they host the visiting Giants. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And that game all tied up with the visiting LA Chargers. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the 1st half for Tampa Bay. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check on their numbers on the ground in the 1st half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. On 1st down, Callahan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. On 1st down, Linton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Callahan. And this is incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Callahan. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on 2nd down, Callahan. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Callahan. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him on the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 2nd down now, Baxter. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw, it's Murray.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Koo now for the point after. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the gun, Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They'll keep it on the ground. Linton, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Callahan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Callahan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callahan. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. No chance.
Back to throw. Callahan. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Baxter, room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Saints on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Justin Madubuike. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Linton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Looking to throw. Callahan. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Koo for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. First down, Murray. He's going to go up top again. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and a mile. Murray now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And Unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached a point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
From the gun on 3rd down. Callahan. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Saints on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Murray from midfield. And it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his man, complete. That's Cannon.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing again, Murray. letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Murray going to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on 1st down. Linton, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Linton, and little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy. 4 a game.
Yeah, about the 40
4
game.
times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Justin Madubuike.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Linton. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On 3rd down, Linton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Let's go!
A gain of 1 yard. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.